Hi and welcome back. As you can see in front of you, there is something new, and what happened is I had started recording this video and my recorder crashed. So I'm just going to have to start from zero, and what I need to do, I will go back here, and when I come back here, you can see this is the form that I had started working on, but the recorder crashed. Anyway, I'm going to edit that video and I will upload it, and I will provide the link here so that if you want to watch it, you can watch it, because I did certain things there that I'm not going to repeat, like creating a MailChimp list. In that video, I did create a MailChimp list. The list is here. So I'm not going to repeat this. So I'll have that video edited, and I will just put a link for it so that if you want to go and watch it, you can watch it as well. So I want to delete this one. Let me just delete it because there's no point of having it. Okay, and then now I want to create a new form, and this time round I want to create a pop-up. So to create a pop-up, we'll come here and choose pop over, and then just like with the other one, you can choose a theme here. You can see some of these are premium themes, so if you have upgraded, you'll get access to these other ones, but it doesn't really matter. I'll just choose this one and I will call it pop-up new. And I did create this list in the session that crashed. I did create this list, this new. So if you want to create a new list, you just click here and then give it a new name and then create the list. So I will just use this one for pop-up, and then create the form. Okay, so here's our pop-up. This is how it is. This is how it would appear if I was just to go all the way and take the code. But I want to change certain things here. For example, I will just use the same heading as the other one, which was learn CSS and HTML for free. Okay, and then you can add an image if you want to add an image. So once you click there, you can browse or drag and drop an image here, and the image will be displayed on your pop-up form. I don't want to add an image. I just want this text to be very simple. I don't want to add any image here. If you want to add an image, that will help. That's good. Find an image and then you'll just follow the process like I've shown you here, and then add the image. And then you can also add a video. The videos that are supported are embed codes from YouTube or Vimeo. So if you go to your YouTube channel and you have a video that you want to embed here, just take the embed code for that video, input it here, and then click insert. I don't want to add a video, so I'll just close this. So scrolling down, you can add something here. You can change what is here. Let me change. So I want to change the message here, and I'll say join the HTML CSS course. On the footnote, you can tell people, hey, I will treat your email as sacred. That's A. As possible. Ricky is not a spammer. There we go. And then on the thank you message, now the thank you has a headline. This one, it has a headline and it also has the message body. So that's the headline and that's the body. I want to put my link here in the headline because I want it to be big. I want it to be just as big as the headline. So that's why I will put the links here. So here I can say, thank you, join using these links. Enter, and then we have HTML link, and then we also have CSS link, HTML, insert link, Control V. I want the link to open in a new tab. I will insert and then go back for the CSS link. There, Control C. And then insert link. Open in a new tab, insert. So that's how they are. Thank you. Join using these links. Then save and continue. You can change the background color. This time around, I'm not going to change the color. I'll just leave it like it is. And then you can change the button color. I want to use something that is close to red, orange, whichever color this is. I think that's red. And then I want to change this one to white. And that's it. So you can change the size also if you want it to be large or extra large, but I do like the medium one, and I think it works well for big screens like laptops and desktops. You can change yours. If you want to change the size, you can change yours, especially if you did add an image. You can change the size of the form here. Animate on open. So how do you want it to be animated? Do you want it to drop down? Do you want it to fly in? I'll just use the default. It doesn't really matter as long as the form appears. Save and continue. And then here, as with the other form, you can add another field. If you want to add a name, you can add a name, a website, and all those other details. Just click on it and it will be added here. And then I want to change the text here to join now. Just with that, I will save and continue. Then here you can choose when to show the form. Do you want to show it when the page loads? Automatically, as soon as the form loads, it will be loaded. Do you want to show it on exit? If someone tries to exit, you'll show the form. So all of this okay with me. Then don't show on first visit. So if someone visits your website for the first time, do you want to show them the form, or you want to show the form the second time they come to your website? So I'm going to leave this unchecked so that it can be shown to them the first time they visit. But if you want to not to show the form, you can just click there and this will be enabled. And then now loading delay, you can delay the form. If you want it to be loaded after 30 seconds, you'll just put there 30 seconds. If you want it to be loaded after 2 minutes, you'll just put 120 seconds. So it's all up to you. But since I want this to show an example, when I go and put it on my website, I will put it at 1 second. Then frequency from the first time the form is shown, when next do you want the form to be shown to the same person? So if it was shown to someone today and they closed the form, do you want to show it to them again? After how many days do you want to show them the form again? So you can put as many number of days as you want here. I have chosen 3 days. So after user subscribes, they will be added to this list on mailmunch, and then you can also add a specific link whereby as soon as they subscribe, they will be taken to this link. So if you have a certain link that you want them to go to as soon as they are subscribed, you input the link here. And then this one's, if there is any notification for subscription, they'll be sent to you weekly if you're on the free option of mailmunch. And then the display rules, show it on desktop, and also show it on mobile and tablet, doesn't matter. And if you want to add another rule, maybe you have a shopping cart and you don't want the pop-up to show up on the cart, so you could say don't show on, and then maybe cart, then done. And then you don't want it to be shown on the shop, you'll say don't show on the shop, then done. So you can choose any of this, only show on or don't show on, and then URLs containing URLs exactly matching. So if you want to choose something, you can just put a link in there. If there's a certain link you don't want this form to show up on, just paste in the link in here, the full absolute link like is shown here. And then we also have URL starting with. So maybe you're putting this on a specific domain. So if you don't want your form on certain domains, maybe you're using this form for more than one domain, you can put the domain that you don't want this form to be shown on here. And then URLs ending with, that's the one we were using. So you can just put the path, you can just put the name of the slug here. If you're using WordPress, you can just go to your site and copy that link and put it here. So I hope you're understanding this bit, because it may be important for you not to show this form on certain pages on your own website. So that's it for this one. Let me save and continue. And here I can integrate this with any of these other email platforms. So if you have an account with any of this, just click on it and log in, or where necessary you will just get the API key and you can put it in the mailmunch window that will show up for you. So I already have MailChimp and GetResponse connected to my mailmunch. So if I come here and I click on MailChimp, you'll see it will give me this option of the one that is already in here. I can also add a new one, but I will choose this. For this one, I will only connect it to MailChimp, not GetResponse. So here you can enable double opt-in such that if they subscribe here, they will be sent an email asking them to confirm that they want to join your list on MailChimp. If you choose to enable this, they will need to confirm that they want to join your list. If you leave it like this list, their email will be added to your MailChimp list without any confirmation needed from the subscriber. So you can choose a list. So I did create another list, and if you watch the video that I was telling you about, you'll see how I created a new list on MailChimp. And if you don't know how to do that, that video will help you do it. So the new list I created is this one, and I will choose that one. And for that one, only this one is necessary, so I will just leave these ones the way they are. And after that, I believe I've done all these steps the way I want them to be. I'll just come here and publish my form. Now the form is active, and you do remember that in the last video I did add the code. I did add the code for the other form, and believe me, that will work for this one. So if I go to my site right now and I try, I can just copy this. Well, I'm not going to use it, but I want to save it maybe for future references. So I'll put that on there. I'm not going to use it for anything right now. If I come here and I say finish, you remember the code that we added for our website in the last form, this form here. If I just go right now to my site and I reload, you'll see that the form comes up. So I can subscribe. Let me say Bizanosa at gmail.com, and then I say join now. It will give me this, and you can click on this link, you can click on that link and go to this. So that's how it works for me. This is how I want mine to be. You can put yours however you want it. If I had put a specific link so that once someone subscribes, they go to that link, that page would be loaded. So you can see the code that works for the other form. I don't know if I can show it here. Well, so you see that this pop-up comes up, and you can subscribe here as well, or I also have this one. So this same code that I did add for this one works for the pop-up as well. So if you want both of them, that will be nice, because you'll have both of them here, and if someone doesn't want this, they can just close it. And even if you scroll, you can see the form is still up here. So I spoke about something very tiny about this in the last video that crashed. So if you watch that video, I encourage you to watch it, and you'll see what I said about this form and this link and this button. So if I come back to mailmunch and I reload, you'll see that now I have one subscriber. And if I go to my MailChimp list, session expired, you can see if I come to my list on MailChimp, it tells me that I don't have subscribers. But if I reload, you'll notice that I have a new subscriber. So that's it for this video. And in this video, if I can just do a recap, what we've done is created a pop-up form and added it to our website. And if this is the second form you're creating and you're using the same, you're putting it on the same website you put the earlier form, the same code that makes this one show up for your website will work for this one. So if you don't want any of this to show up on your website after creating another form, what you can do is just come here and deactivate the form, and it won't show up on your website anymore, but the other one that you've added will continue showing up. So I didn't tell you this, but I didn't find a way of going back to any of these forms and getting back that code. So what you can do is, as soon as your first form is created and you get this code that I added on my footer, just save it somewhere. Actually, it ends here for me. So you just save it somewhere for your future reference, because I tried to find a way how to get it back, but I couldn't. So the first time you create any form, make sure you save that code, and then if you ever need to use it, you can just go back and get it and use it wherever you want to use it. And if you create another form, the same code will still be able to work. So you can create as many forms as you want. In the next video, we're going to start another form, and we're going to create an embedded form. That's a form that will be on a page. So I'll see you in the next video.